Hello, everyone. Um, there's a love energy moving towards you right now that feels different, deeper, like someone is carrying the weight of what they lost with you, and they're ready to show up in a way they never did before. This isn't casual. This isn't surface level. This is someone who understands what they walked away from, and their heart is asking for a chance to start over. Okay, beautiful soul. It's Anna here. If you're watching this right now, it's because there's a powerful love energy surrounding you this February. And it involves someone from your past, someone who's been carrying regret, someone who's been realizing what you actually meant to them. I'm sensing this person sees you as their soulmate, not in the fairy tale way, but in the real way. The way where they recognize you're the one who understood them, who saw them, who loved them in a way no one else has. And they want a fresh start. Let's talk about what's unfolding here. So first, I want you to think about this person for a moment, whoever they are to you, whatever the history is between you. Something ended, or something shifted. Maybe it was messy, maybe it was quiet, maybe you walked away, or maybe they did, or maybe it just fell apart without anyone really choosing it. But there's been distance, time apart, space where both of you have been living separate lives. And in that space is less than #0. 5 is greater than this person has been processing. They've been sitting with what happened. They've been feeling the absence of your energy in their life. And it's been heavy for them. I keep seeing this image of someone lying in bed at night, staring at the ceiling, replaying memories of you, not just the good moments, but the moments they messed up, the times they didn't show up the way you needed, the times they took you for granted. Does that resonate with anyone watching? Have you been sensing this person's energy lately? Like they're thinking about you more than usual? Let me slow down for a second. Because what I'm picking up here is really specific. This isn't just someone missing you because they're lonely or bored or going through a rough patch. This is someone who's had a genuine awakening about what you represented in their life. They're seeing you differently now. They're understanding things about the connection that they couldn't see when they were in it. And that understanding is filling them with regret, but also with hope. Because they believe there's still a chance. They believe you're their person. And they're gathering the courage to reach out, to be vulnerable, to ask for something they know they don't automatically deserve. A fresh start. Now I want to talk about what's changed in them. Because this isn't the same person who hurt you or disappointed you or wasn't ready before. Or maybe it is the same person, but they're in a different place internally. I'm sensing they've done some real reflection. They've looked at their patterns. They've acknowledged where they went wrong. They're not coming back with excuses or defensiveness. They're coming back with accountability, and that's significant. Really significant. Because a lot of people feel regret, but not everyone does the internal work to actually become someone different. Not everyone is willing to face their own role in what broke down. This person is, or at least they're trying to be. I feel like for some of you, you might have already noticed small signs of this. Maybe they've reached out recently, a text that felt more thoughtful than usual, a comment on something you posted, an apology that landed differently than past apologies. Or maybe you're just sensing it energetically, like you can feel their presence around you even when you're not in direct contact. You're thinking about them more. They're appearing in your dreams. That's the energetic preparation for what's coming. Your intuition is picking up on their intention before it fully manifests in the physical. Hold on. I'm not sure why, but this feels important. I keep getting the sense that for many of you, this person is nervous, like really nervous about approaching you because they know they hurt you. They know they let you down, and they're worried you've moved on. They're worried you won't believe them if they say they've changed. They're worried you'll shut the door before they even get a chance to explain what's in their heart. So if their approach seems hesitant, if they're taking their time, that's why. They're not playing games. They're scared. Scared of losing you for good. Scared of saying the wrong thing. Scared you'll see right through them if they're not being completely genuine. Let's sit with this for a moment. Think about how you feel about this person. Not how you think you should feel, but how you actually feel. When you imagine them coming back into your life, asking for another chance, what comes up for you? Is there still love there? Still hope? Or is there more caution now? More protectiveness over your peace? Drop a comment and let me know. Are you open to a fresh start with this person? Or are you feeling more guarded? Now, I want to address what fresh start actually means here, because I think it's important to be clear. A fresh start doesn't mean pretending the past didn't happen. It doesn't mean ignoring what went wrong or sweeping hurt under the rug. A real fresh start means acknowledging everything that happened, learning from it, and choosing to move forward with new awareness and new commitment. And I'm sensing this person understands that. They're not trying to erase history. They're trying to honor it by doing better this time. They want to show you through their actions, not just their words, that they're capable of being the partner you needed them to be. But here's what's important for you to remember. Their desire for a fresh start doesn't obligate you to give them one. You get to decide if you're open to this. You get to take your time. You get to protect your heart while you observe whether their actions match their intentions. Because words are easy. Apologies are easy. The real test is consistency, follow through, showing up day after day in the ways that matter. So if this person does reach out, if they do express their regret and their hope for another chance, you're allowed to be cautious. You're allowed to need proof. You're allowed to set boundaries around what a fresh start looks like for you. Let me ask you something. When you think about this connection, do you feel like there's unfinished business? Like the story between you isn't actually over? I'm sensing that for many of you watching, there's been this quiet knowing that this person would come back around. Not because you were waiting for them, but because the connection felt too significant to just end the way it did. Like there's more chapters to write together, more growth to experience, more love to explore. And that intuition, it's valid. Sometimes souls do come back together after time apart. Sometimes that space is exactly what's needed for both people to evolve into versions of themselves that can actually sustain the love. Now let's talk about this February energy specifically. February has this quality of renewal, of thawing. Like winter is still here, but you can feel spring beginning to stir underneath. And that's the energy surrounding this situation. Things that felt frozen between you, stuck, finished, they're beginning to move again. There's warmth returning. There's possibility opening up. And it's not forced. It's not artificial. It's natural. Like the season is supporting this shift. I'm sensing that this month specifically is when things become clearer between you. When Intentions are expressed when conversations happen that need to happen. When you both get a chance to be honest about what you're feeling and what you're wanting. But remember, clarity doesn't mean everything is suddenly perfect. It just means you're both being real with each other. And that realness, that's where true love can actually grow. Let's pause here. I want to talk about what this powerful love energy actually feels like, because I think some of you are experiencing it already and might not be naming it yet. There's this warmth in your chest when you think about this person. Not the anxious kind of warmth, but something softer. Something that feels like coming home. There's also this sense of maybe things could actually work this time. Maybe we've both grown enough. Maybe the timing is finally right. And alongside that hope, there might be some fear of being disappointed again, fear of opening your heart and having it broken in the same way. All of those feelings can coexist. You don't have to choose one. You can feel hopeful and cautious at the same time. You can feel love and still need reassurance. That's human. That's real. Now, I want to address something I'm picking up for some of you. Some of you watching this, you've been healing. You've been doing your own work. You've been building a life that feels good without this person in it. And now that they're coming back around, there's this question of, do I even want to go back to that? Have I outgrown this connection? Am I romanticizing what we had because I'm feeling their energy again? Those are important questions. Really important. And I want you to trust yourself to know the answers. Not right away necessarily, but as you pay attention to how you feel in their presence, as you notice whether being around them adds to your peace or disrupts it, because a fresh start is only worth it if it's actually leading somewhere better. If it's honoring who you've both become, if it's built on a foundation that's stronger than what you had before, you don't owe this person a second chance just because they regret how things ended. You only owe yourself the truth of what feels aligned for you now. Let me slow down here. I feel like some of you are sitting with this mix of excitement and uncertainty. Like part of you wants to believe this is your love story coming back together. And part of you is protecting yourself from getting swept up too fast. That balance, that's wisdom. That's you honoring both your heart and your experience. So don't rush this. Don't feel pressured to have all the answers right now. Let this unfold at a pace that feels safe for you. If this person is serious about a fresh start, they'll respect your need for time. They'll understand that trust is rebuilt slowly. They'll be patient with you as you decide what you want. And if they're not willing to do that, then you have your answer about whether they've really changed. As we close this reading, I want you to take a breath with me. There's a powerful love energy surrounding you this February. Someone who sees you as their soulmate is holding regret and hope at the same time. They're wanting a chance to show you they understand now what they couldn't see before. And you're feeling that energy. You're sensing the shift. So trust yourself here. Trust your intuition about whether this is something you want to explore. Trust your boundaries. Trust your timeline. Love doesn't demand that you ignore your wisdom. Real love meets your wisdom with respect. So if this person is offering you a fresh start, you get to decide what that looks like. What conditions need to be met? What healing needs to happen first? What actions need to back up the words? You're not being difficult by having standards. You're being loving to yourself And that's the energy that will either strengthen this connection or help you recognize it's time to fully let go. Either way, you're choosing yourself. And that's powerful. Thank you for being here. Take care of your beautiful heart. I'll see you in the next one.